The sky above New Eden burned red. For 3 years, the planet had been at war with creatures called Veyr, massive, armored monsters that emerged from underground tunnels at night. They were fast, intelligent, and strong enough to tear military vehicles apart. Humanity called them monsters. I called them targets. My name is Kael Voss, the last surviving Ash Guardian. Our soldiers were trained for one purpose: hunt the Veyr before they reached the human colonies. Every mission ended the same way: find them, eliminate them, return alive. At least, that was what I believed. Until Mission 47. My squad landed near the ruins of Sector 9 after receiving an emergency signal. Something had attacked a mining colony. The orders were simple: kill everything. We moved through the blackened ruins while ash fell from the sky. Then we heard it: a deep roar. 3 Veyr appeared between the buildings. They were enormous, with black armor covering their bodies and glowing orange veins running across their skin. Their jaws opened, revealing rows of sharp teeth. My squad raised their rifles. Fire! Energy rounds exploded across the creatures. One Veyr collapsed. The second charged. I fired directly into its chest. It fell only a few meters from me. Then, I noticed something strange. The creature wasn't attacking us. It was standing in front of a broken building, protecting it. "Kael!" my commander shouted. "Finish it!" I raised my weapon. But then, I heard a sound. A child crying. I slowly looked behind the Veyr. Inside the ruined building were several human children. Dozens of them. They were frightened, hungry, and covered in dust. The Veyr wasn't hunting them. It was protecting them. My weapon lowered. Why would they protect humans? I whispered. Suddenly, another roar echoed behind us. Hundreds of Veyr emerged from the darkness. My commander smiled. Perfect. We can destroy them all. But I saw what they were doing. They weren't surrounding us. They were forming a wall around the children. Then, the ground shook. A massive machine rose from beneath the ruins. It belonged to our own military. The machine's scanners locked onto the children. My blood went cold.
The military wasn't trying to rescue them. It was trying to erase them. The commander finally revealed the truth. Years earlier, scientists had discovered that the Veyr were not naturally aggressive. They were guardians of underground ecosystems. Their bodies contained a rare energy source that could power human cities for centuries. The children were survivors of secret experiments. Their blood had been altered with Veyr DNA. They were the reason the creatures protected humanity's future. The military wanted them dead because their existence could expose everything. My commander pointed his rifle at me. "You know what your orders are." I looked at the children. Then at the Veyr standing between them and death. For the first time, I understood the real meaning of a monster. Sometimes it isn't the creature with claws. Sometimes it is the person who decides who deserves to live. I turned my weapon toward the military machine. "New orders," I said. My commander stared at me. "What are you doing?" "Protecting the innocent." I fired. The battle lasted through the night. Soldiers fought soldiers. Veyr fought machines. And I fought beside the creatures I had spent years hunting. By sunrise, the military forces were gone. The surviving children walked out of the ruins. One little girl approached the largest Veyr. The creature lowered its enormous head. She placed her tiny hand against its face. It didn't attack. It simply closed its eyes. I watched silently.
We had spent years believing the Veyr were monsters, but perhaps they had been waiting for humanity to become better than its fear. I removed my helmet and dropped my weapon into the ash. I was no longer an Ash Guardian sent to kill monsters. I was an Ash Guardian sent to protect the truth. And the creatures once called monsters became my
brothers. Never judge someone by fear, appearance, or reputation. True monsters are not always the ones with claws and teeth. Sometimes courage means questioning the orders you are given and protecting those who cannot protect themselves.